Hey everybody, it's Jill for today. I did a spicy sweet nut recipe yesterday and it was very tasty, very nice, very tasty, but it did not have that pow that we had hoped it would. So I have been thinking about this. I've been looking at all kinds of different recipes. None of them really grabbed me. Parts of them did, parts of them didn't. So I did the old Jill for today, thing I have to do with them. And I have developed a recipe here, which is kind of a compilation of a lot of different ones that I saw and threw a couple of my little ideas in there as well. So I'm hoping this will be a little bit more spicy and sweet than we had. And so I'm leaving that original one in my listing that I called version 1. This one is going to be version 2. So let's get started. Okay, as we did yesterday, I've got my mixture of nuts. It's a half cup of almonds, a half a cup of cashews, and we liked the walnuts yesterday in there. Remember, I experimented just a little bit. So what I did was I added a quarter cup of pecans and a quarter of a cup of walnuts. And then I had, I said, oh, what the heck. So I added some Brazil nuts in there, just a half a dozen. So I have my mixed nuts here. I'm going to set those aside for a moment, and then I'm going to come in and start with the dry mixture. All right, we have a quarter teaspoon of cayenne. Now this is going to be spicy, but we like it spicy. So if you think, oh my gosh, a quarter teaspoon of cayenne is too much, then you can cut back on that. A teaspoon and a half of chili. It's a teaspoon and 1/2. 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. It's a half. And a quarter. And then a quarter teaspoon of salt. Now I said a quarter teaspoon to like just a scant half. So I'm going to put just kind of a molded top quarter because we like salty. In fact, I'm going to put a little bit more in there. All right. So that's the dry ingredients, and we're going to mix these all up. And I can see already, I can see already, well maybe not, I was going to say I need more salt in there, but I'm not going to add it because I think at the end actually the nuts when they're coming right out of the oven are hot enough that that would stick if I needed more salt. Okay, so here's our dry ingredients, and now guess what, we're moving over to the stove. So I'll see you there. All right, we are at the stove, and what I have melting in here right now is 1 tablespoon of Earth Balance. That's what I'm using, margarine. And in there is going to go that tablespoon of maple syrup, teaspoon and a half of brown sugar. And I'm going to get this moving and get that brown sugar dissolved. Now see, I'm thinking that that brown sugar along with the maple syrup is going to make a nice glaze, almost more of a little candy type of glaze, and we will see how that goes. Now I'm going to add my spice mix and stir this in so it's really well combined. I can smell everything now. I can smell the cinnamon and I can smell the chili powder. Okay, I'm going to turn this down to low. Excuse my reach. And then I'm going to go the nuts. And I have a preheated oven at 350 degrees. And as I did with the other nut mix, I'm going to put 15 minutes on it. And then I'm going to check it every 5 minutes to see how it's progressing. I want nothing to burn here. And yesterday it took, what I did yesterday, or with the last batch, those nuts that I did, they were kind of mild. I put on there 5 minutes each time. And the third time I did 12 minutes. And then turned the oven off and let them sit in there for the last 3 minutes. And I think they were good. I don't think certainly they were not overdone, and the glaze on it was not overdone or burned. So I'm going to turn my stove off. Excuse my reach. All right, now comes the cookie sheet again. Parchment paper. Okay, get all that glaze out of there. All right. I want to get that out of the way so you can watch what I'm doing. And I'm just going to spread these nuts out. I moved you over because I knew you couldn't see what I was doing. So I'm going to go ahead and spread these out. These look really good already. I can tell this is a totally different glaze. And I think this, I'm hoping, is going to give me more of what I am seeking. And if this is good, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a good batch of them, and they will go into my little goodie baskets that I give out every Christmas. All right, that looks really good. I'm going to go ahead, put these in my 350-degree oven, and I'm going to give them 5 minutes. I'm going to turn them, check on them, turn them, check on them every 5 minutes, and that last 5 minutes I'm going to check to make sure they're not burning. And once they're out of the oven, I will bring you back and show you what they look like. We are back and we have nuts. Let me see if I can hold these up to you here. They're very hot, very hot, very hot. Let's see if I can get, and if you see this here, they look pretty good. The brown sugar looks like it's caramelized, hopefully, and everything looks good. Again, you know, at that 12-minute mark, I started smelling nuts. So that's what I did, is I turned that off after 12 minutes. Let me crank you up here. Here. So we are going to go ahead, let these cool thoroughly, because these are like crazy hot. Candied things are like over the top hot. And then we'll do a little sampling here. So we'll be back. Quit eating them.
I thought that was the idea of tasting
I
them.
said, you want to come taste the nuts? He stands there while I'm getting everything set up, and he's eating the nuts.
She said taste the nuts, so I'm tasting the nuts.
All right, there they are. There they are.
This is the new and improved batch,
This
right?
is the new and improved batch.
Okay.
Now, well, you've already eaten them. What do you think of them? I haven't tried them yet.
I got to try them before I can tell you. They're better. They're a little saltier, which is good. Also, you can taste the zip in it a little. But
Not there yet.
I still think it could be sweeter and zippier.
Well, what do you think?
A little sweeter, a little zippier.
Well,
I like to feel the burn.
yeah, and I don't feel it with these. No.
It's there, but it's...
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. I send this out to the world. You've got version 1, which really is a good nut. It's a good nut.
And this is a little better.
This is a little better, but it's not there.
Because I never met a nut I didn't like.
Although, still a little bit of
But
that
still,
cayenne
a
thing
little
happening.
more. More sweetness. I'd even put a little more salt in there. So you have a salty sweet thing, though.
Okay.
That's my humble opinion.
Well, there you are. You win some, you lose some, and you just keep trying, right?
That's right. The good thing about it is she keeps making more nuts.
It's true. I said, I'm getting things rated. And all of a sudden it's like, God, this man's eating my nuts. I haven't even done the sample yet. Okay, everybody. Well, that's it.
I want to give it a good shot. You know,
I think you did.
Make sure I do an adequate tasting.
You're so damn cute. I should marry you up.
Yeah, I know.
All right, everybody.
I'm spoken for.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends. Subscribe. Thumbs up. We'd love to hear comments.
More sweetness, more spice.
This and that, but it's good. All right. We'll
All
see
right.
y'all later. Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. You push the button.